All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, welcome to yoga. We're going to begin on hands and knees today. So if you're seated on anything, go ahead and just move that off to the side for now and come on to fours, hands and knees. And your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees beneath the hips or slightly further back. And we'll start with some simpler spine movement. So with your inhale, look forward and feel your tailbone lift behind you. As you exhale, round the back, tucking the chin and tail under, mid-back reaching toward the ceiling. Then inhale, look forward again, feel the tailbone lift behind you, and exhale, round the back again. And just keep moving between these two postures and moving with the breath. The inhale lets the heart lift. The exhale helps to round the back. Warming up the spine, the shoulders, and the hips. Just a couple more times. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, sink back into child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. And then inhale, come back up to hands and knees, look forward. Exhale all the way back to child's pose. Inhale, coming back up. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, releasing back. Good. Last one. And as you sink back to child's pose this time, go ahead and stay in child's pose. And keep your hips grounding towards your heels and walk your hands off of the left side of your yoga mat, walking the hands off to the left, especially feeling your right hip grounding, a little bit of length on the right side of the body. Good. And then walk the hands back to center and walk your hands off of the right side of your yoga mat, feeling your left hip bone ground toward its heel, reaching through the left arm. Good. Then walk back to center. Inhale up to hands and knees. Go ahead and curl the toes under and lift the hips into the air, downward facing dog. Good. Since it's the first down dog of the day, go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing one heel to the floor as you bend the opposite knee. Just pedaling the feet, one leg extending, then the other. At the same time, try to feel your hip bones reaching toward the ceiling behind you so the back starts to flatten out. Keep going for just a little bit longer. Good. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, go ahead and drop the heart between the thumbs. Bring the chest down to the floor, and then release the hips back, coming onto your abdomen. Good. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders here. Feel your hips ground to the floor. With your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the heart, and lift the head, coming into Cobra Pose. Elbows stay bent here. Exhale, release down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, Cobra lift. And down. A couple more times, inhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Take an adjusting breath here. And we'll do just a little bit more work here on the abdomen. So with your inhale, this time you're going to lift your head, chest, and also your legs so the hips stay on the floor. So inhale, lift all that up, head, chest, and legs. Locust pose. Exhale, float back down. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one for now. Squeeze on up, locust pose. And exhale carefully. Release on down. Beautiful. Taking an adjusting breath for a moment. And then go ahead and curl your toes under. Push up to hands and knees and lift back into downward facing dog. You might need to walk your feet forward a few inches once you get here. Good. In downward facing dog, go ahead and lift your right leg high into the air behind you. And with your exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Help it through if you need to. Then bring the back knee to the floor. Now you're sinking into the hips here. With your inhale, go ahead and reach the arms up. And then interlace the fingers and bring them onto your front thigh. Good. Now it's tempting here to lean forward. I'm going to ask you to keep the chest lifting. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the chest. Good. Then you're going to back out of the lunge a little bit, and then sink back in. Back out of the lunge a little bit, and sink back in. Backing out, sinking in, backing out, sinking in just a few more times, just warming up these hips today. We'll stretch for the hip flexor as well. Breathe. Good. Sinking forward, go ahead and bring the hands to the floor and carefully step back to downward facing dog. And then we'll do that on the other side. Left leg lifts, please. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, bring the back knee to the floor. Good. Feeling the hips sink down and forward. Inhale, lift the arms up for the crescent lunge. Then interlace your fingers and bring them onto the front thigh. Good. So same exercise here. First, we keep the chest lifting, and then you're going to back out of the lunge a little bit, and then sink further in. Backing out a bit, and sinking in. Breathing, back out, sink in, back out, sink in. Moving, breathing. Good. And then go ahead and sink forward. Bring the hands to the floor. Curl the back toes under and carefully step back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the right leg into the air. Exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Again, help it forward if you need to. Back knee comes to the floor. You're going to lift the arms up for the crescent lunge again. And then as you exhale, interlace the fingers and bring them down onto the front thigh. Now for this next exercise, you might need to bring the hands or fingertips to the floor. All right, so that's an option here. But if you can, keep the hands interlaced on the thigh, curl the back toes under, and lift the back knee, straightening the leg and keeping the front knee bending. And then carefully bring that knee back down. That's the hard part. Then inhale, lift the knee again. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. And then lift the knee. Let's stay for 3 breaths. Keep that leg straight. Keep the heart lifting. Deep breath in. Then exhale, bring the back knee to the floor. Carefully bring the hands to the floor and step back to downward facing dog. Take an adjusting breath here in down dog. And then we'll do the other side. So the left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot forward, help it through. Back knee to the ground to start. Inhale, come into your lunge, lifting the arms up. And then exhale, interlace on the front thigh. And again, if you need to, your hands or fingertips can be on the floor here for this one as well. Curling the back toes under. Go ahead and lift the back knee, and then carefully bring it down. Lift and lower. Lift and down 2 more times. Lift and lower. We're going to hold this time. Lift the back knee. Keep bending the front knee. 3 breaths total. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring the back knee to the floor, hands to the floor. And this time, step the back foot forward, coming into the standing forward fold. Now, the knees can be bending here a little bit if you'd like. Draping the upper body down over the legs. Releasing the head, neck, and shoulders, the arms. Good. Then bend your knees a bit more and begin to roll yourself all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Good morning. Feel free to take a drink of something if you'd like. Good to stay hydrated. And then we're going to do arm swings next. We do this one a lot because it's a great way to get the body nice and warmed up. It's good for the shoulders as well. So it's a 3-part inhale through your nose and 1 powerful exhale out of the mouth. Kind of feel the navel pull back. The version we'll do today, you'll inhale, take the arms up, inhale, take them back, inhale, take them up, and then exhale, jab the elbows back. So that was slow motion. We'll do it more fluidly, and we'll go for about 2 minutes. And so you can go at your own pace, whatever pace works for you, that you can get all the way to the end. And feel free to slow it down if you need to, okay? So when you're ready, standing tall, feet stacking underneath the hips. Inhale, arms up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale, jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Again, going at a pace that you can maintain, especially as we're just getting warmed up for the day. You don't have to give it your all just yet. But do try to feel the full rotation of your shoulder joints with that inhale. Up, back, up, and jab. Of course, that exhale is nice and powerful, feeling the navel pull into the body and up, helping to clear out the lungs, clear out your throat. Going for about 1 more minute. 'Again, it's okay to slow it down if you need to. We're going to go for about 30 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, release. Steady out your breath. Feeling sensation in your body, the tingling in the arms and hands. And then go ahead and take your feet just a little bit wider apart, so about as wide as your shoulders, a little bit wider than that. And we're just going to start swinging from side to side. The arms are hitting the body, and the back heel is lifting, so the hips twist with you, and you're looking behind you. Now, there is no set breathing rhythm for this exercise, but it is important that you do breathe. So if you notice your breath becoming shallow or stopping altogether, please deepen your breath. Side to side. And it's okay to let the arms hit the body. They're giving a percussion massage to the sides of the body and to the internal organs. Checking in with your breath again. And just feeling tension in your spine unwinding here. This movement from side to side, just helping to loosen up anything that needs to be loosened up. Let's go for about 30 more seconds. From side to side. This is also quite soothing to the nervous system, helping to bring you out of that fight or flight state. Check in with your breath. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. Feeling sensation for a moment, that tingling in the arms and hands. You might feel the residual drumming from the sides of the body, or the sensation from that drumming. Good, and then bringing yourself on back. We're going to move into a sun salutation next, and we'll work some lunges again. We'll add back in some locust pose, and we'll throw a chair pose on it. Why not? So stepping to the top of your mat, please. Have your feet about hip width apart and bring your palms together at the chest. Take a moment to find your breath, aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. And then move with the breath. With your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back and up. With your exhale, bend both knees, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose. And we'll stay here for the exhale. Then inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, swan dive, fold forward and down. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up here, inhale. Exhale, release down and step your right foot way back. Good. Sinking into this high lunge. So keep the back knee lifting. Fingertips can be on the ground. You can bring them onto the thigh, or you can lift them straight up. We'll stay for a full breath. And then exhale, hands back to the floor. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Exhale, do a chest press. Bring the chest between the thumbs. Release the hips back. Ground your pelvis. Lift your head, chest, and your legs, locust pose. Exhale, releasing down. Curl the toes under, push up, and back to downward facing dog. Good, in down dog, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Again, the back knee stays lifted today. Hands on the ground, on the thigh, arms up, staying for a full breath. And then exhale, hands back to the floor if they're not there already. Step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Pressing the palms into the shins, bring the chest parallel to the ground. Exhale, fold down. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, inhale, come all the way up to standing. And bring the palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive forward and down. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Please step your left foot back. Back knee to the ground. I'm sorry, back knee lifting, my bad. Keep the back knee lifting. Come into your lunge, whichever version that is. Getting ahead of myself. After a breath, bring the hands back to the floor and step back. Inhale down onto hands and knees. Exhale, chest press. Release the hips. Lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Push up and back into downward facing dog. When you get there, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Back knee lifting. Go ahead and sink into the hip here, coming into your version of the lunge. Good. Hands down, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, please. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift and fold. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, release, take the right foot back. Back knee lifting. Go ahead and come into your version of the lunge. Hands on the floor or the thigh or overhead. After a breath, bring the hands back down. Downward facing dog. Good. Hands and knees. Chest press. Release the hips and ground them. Lift the head, chest, and legs. Locust pose. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up and back to downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step the foot forward. Coming into your lunge. Staying for a breath. And exhale, hands down, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. Palms to the heart. Good. Again, inhale, lift. Bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. Halfway up. Exhale, release down. Step the left foot back. Coming into your lunge, back knee lifting. After a breath, bring the hands back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Hands and knees. Chest press. Release the hips, ground them. Lifting the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release. Curl the toes under, push up. And back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step it through. Coming into your lunge, inhale. And exhale, hands to the floor. Go ahead and step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the sides, coming all the way up to standing. And then palms to your heart. Good job. Take a breath. Beautiful. All right, so go ahead and take your feet into a wide stance now. You can turn sideways on your mat so both feet are still on your yoga mat. And I'll have you turn your toes out to the sides about 45 degrees. And hands are on your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees out toward their toes, sink down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale, lift. A couple more times. And then go ahead and sink on down and stay. Feel the heart lift. Breathe. Good. Then inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the feet parallel. Turn the toes to point directly forward. And then go ahead and hinge at the hips and fold down over wide legs. Knees can be bending here just a little bit. Release your head, neck, shoulders, and arms. Good. And then from here, lift yourself up halfway. Your hands or fingertips can be on the floor. And turn your right foot all the way out to the right side of your yoga mat. Bring your hands to either side of that foot. So back foot is flat on the floor. And then bring your right hand onto your right shin or ankle. And then extend your left arm forward and up, coming into triangle pose, rolling the left shoulder back. Looking up at the hand in the air if you can. Breathing here. And then go ahead and swim forward, bring that left hand down, do a quarter turn to the left, coming back into the wide leg stance. And then turn your left foot out toward its side of the mat and bring your hands over to either side of that foot. Good. Left hand onto the left shin or ankle. Reach the right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back. Triangle pose. Looking up at the hand in the air, if that's okay on your neck. If it's not, you can just look straight forward. Good. And then go ahead and swim forward. Bring the hand down. Come back into the wide leg stance. Fold forward for just a moment. And then go ahead and sweep the arms out of the sides, the strong back, lift yourself all the way up to standing. Bring the arms down, and you can step the feet together. All right, so that's our class for today. Thank you so much for being here. Just a